Hello everyone, welcome back to this channel. My name is Joy Gunuche, and on today's video we'll be talking to us about UK visitor visa, the requirements for application, what you need, why you need it, blah blah blah, the cost and everything else. And I'll be making a part 2 of this video to help us explain my own personal experience with the UK visitor visa application and why I got denied the UK visitor visa twice, like for my mom, not for myself, because I was the host and I was trying to invite my mom in, but I got denied twice. So I'll be making a video to explain the experience with that, why that happened for us. But this particular video is going to be talking to us about the requirements, especially for the UK visitor visa, and as well the cost of the applying for the UK visitor visa for your guests, whosoever you're bringing, whether your brother, your sister, your fiance, your mom, your father, anybody can come under your visa, under your sponsorship. Like you can invite them in as a visitor to come and visit you in the UK when you're doing anything. If you're a student, if you're a worker, anything you're doing, depending, as long as you have a valid reason for bringing them in. Cool down. Welcome back. So the requirements for a UK visitor visa for your person that you're inviting in, they're very few, but at the same time the application can be a bit tricky. If you do the right things, you pray as well, you get the visa. But if you do the wrong things, even if you miss it in just one step, you will not get it. All right, so let's list the requirements. First, I will be listing the requirements for the host, that's you as the host inviting somebody in. It might be your mother, your father, your brother, sister, daughter, son, anybody. First, you need an invitation letter, very important. You want to write a letter, either written or typed, explaining why you're bringing this person in, formally inviting them into the country to come and visit you. So in here, you're stating the reason for the visit, you're stating that you'll be accommodating them, you're stating what you'll be doing during the time of visit, and you're also stating the length of the visit. So the UK doesn't like it when you stay too long. If you're staying too long, you need to be able to back it. This does not mean that they will not give you a long time for you to like a visitor visa, but they usually want you to stay for a short time. If you're staying long, you need to be able to back up the reason why you're staying. So I'll quickly chip in the types of UK visitor visa in here before I continue with the list. We have the standard visitor visa, which lasts for 6 months. That's the validity is for 6 months, and it's about £127. £127. That's for the standard visitor visa for anybody. Then we also have the standard visitor visa for medical reasons. This one is for 11 months, and this is about £220 based on online information. And then we also have the standard visitor visa for academic reasons. Say for instance you want to come and write exams in the UK, things like that. This lasts for 12 months, and the price is also £220. And then we have the last one, which is the standard visitor visa for long term. I think this one is £475, and it lasts for 2 years. But there is a but to it. The but is that you are only allowed to stay in the country 6 months at a time. So they give you a 2 years visitor visa, but you're only allowed in the country 6 months at a time. So you have 6 months to stay, go back, come back again within that 2 years frame. You understand? So depending on what you're applying for, you apply, tell them how long your guest is staying, tell them you'll be accommodating them, the place you'll be keeping them, put the address of the house you'll be accommodating them in. If it's an Airbnb, you want to also put the address of that place there. So make sure you've already booked the Airbnb that you'll be hosting them in already before, so that you have the details and all that, or you can reserve it. And then you can reserve it because sometimes it can get denied, so that you don't lose your money. So we have the invitation letter. It's very simple to write. Application to invite the so and so person's name. Application to invite Mary Ojeku to visit me in the UK. Application for visitor visa for Mary Ojeku. Any way you want to put it, as long as you put the 2 addresses, you understand, and then you put the title, write the letter, very short letter, explaining. It can be detailed, very detailed especially, and then put the ending and all that. Then we have the bank statement, your own bank statement. You want to bring a bank statement stating at least 3 months bank statement, 3 months recent bank statement. So if you're applying in May, you want to bring a bank statement for February, March, April. You understand? February, March, April. If you're applying in May, up till May, you understand, up to the time you're applying, up to the date you're applying, print out a bank statement to show the amount you have in your bank, and to show as well like your income status, to show how heavy you are financially, how heavy your pocket is. You also want a pay slip. Pay slip is to prove, you know, that you're getting money from somewhere, like you're being paid every month from somewhere, and that is also 3 months validity as well. You need to get your utility bill, council utility bill if you pay utility bill. Otherwise, you can ask from your landlord. This is to back up your application, just to show that okay, you actually pay bills in the UK. Because if you don't give this, it's not like they might not give you. I don't know what's in their mind, but it's just to, you know, sweeten the thing, to back it up, because they want to actually see proofs that you're living in the UK, you're paying bills, you're able financially to host this particular person that you're inviting into the UK to come and visit you. So what have I listed? Invitation letter stating the reason for visit, the purpose, the accommodation, the length of stay, and the, you know, financial, that you'll be sponsoring them financially. You want the, what's it called, the pay slip, 3 months validity, 3 months recent pay slip. You want bank statement, 3 months recent as well. You want the council utility bill. Then you also want your passport. All right, a passport page, of course. And then another thing is, you want your work contract to prove your employment status. You would also need your BRP. Although these days we don't use BRP again, so I don't know if that is valid or necessary. But this, as at the time BRP was being used, if you still have BRP, if you're a person that has BRP, I would say just put it, just say show your legal status. Otherwise, there is the e-visa. You can screenshot the e-visa, because that stands for your BRP these days. So instead of putting the BRP, put in your e-visa, the page, e-visa page, just like the passport page, just to show your legal status. It's not like they are not going to know it anyways, but anything to get it approved, like I said. You understand? So those are 7 things I've listed for the host: invitation letter, BRP, what's it called, work contract letter, or a letter from work, any letter from work or school. You want a, what's it called, the bank statement, pay slip, passport page, and utility bill. Yeah, so that is for the host. Then for the guest that is being brought in, the person also needs pay slip and bank statement. Those are 2 things now. Bank statement, 3 months validity. Pay slip, 3 months validity. So if it's your mom, your father, anybody, tell them to get their pay slip and their bank statement from their bank, 3 months recent ones, to show their own income levels as well. And then they also need either a cover letter from their workplace or any evidence to show that they are employed in their country. So if, for instance, they are from Nigeria, they're living in Nigeria originally, you want a cover letter from their workplace to show that they are employed in a reputable organization in Nigeria. Why is this so? Because they need to be able to prove that they have something to come back to. This part is very important for UK visitor visa. They want to be able to see that this person that you're inviting in is going to go back to his or her country. It's not going to stay in the UK, remain in the UK illegally. They don't want that. So you have to be able to prove that this person has something to come back to, which is the importance of the cover letter from work, or a letter from work. Like letter, it's just letter from work, stating that this person is employed in so and so organization. So you would be expecting the letter-headed paper, you know. And then pay slip, bank statement, the person's passport page as well. You need to, you know, submit the passport page of the person you are inviting. And also, if there is any landed properties or any properties, assets that this person has, this person should submit the document as well. Very important. This shows that at least they have something they are taking care of at home. So especially if it's a land, like all of this is to prove that they have something they're taking care of at home, they have something to go back to at home. If this person is married, says your mom or your dad, you need the marriage certificates as well just to submit and prove this as well, because I submitted that. But what is most important, remember, is to prove that they will go back home for them, and then to prove that you can handle taking care of them here for your own self. You understand? So proving that they can go back home is the most important thing, please. And then so that is that for that. If the person is not employed, say the person is a business person, self-employed now, the person would need receipts from his or her workplace, his or her shop, his or her business, his or her company, to submit to them to show that, okay, this is where I do my business, this is what I get. Same thing with the bank statement. So the person needs to be able to be depositing money in the bank, at least for that 3 months that you're submitting, that the person is regularly depositing money from his or her trades into the bank. That's if he or she is not being paid by the company directly into her account, because you need to be able to prove that whatsoever money that person has is coming from a job, a good job, a respectable job, or a business. So if the person is doing a business, submit receipts and be able to prove every money that comes in and goes out of his account or her account, your guest account, your visitor's account. Prove every money going in and out of that account. Is very important. Okay, bank statement, payslip, both 3 months recent ones, passport page, landed property or any property document, and then what did I say again? Hope I'm not missing it. Payslip, bank statement, landed property, cover letter from their workplace, or a document showing, or a document of their business place if they are a business person. But if they are a worker, very important to get a cover letter, letterheaded cover letter from their workplace, and then passport page. And that is for the guests. Then for the both of you, like joint now, you need the pictures that you have taken together, whosoever you're bringing in. If it's your brother, your sister, your mother, your father, you bring pictures from old times, like old pictures that you have taken together, maybe chats you've had, things like that. Just screenshots, especially pictures though. You need pictures to show that you have a relationship with this person you're bringing in, and it will make so much sense to be able to prove that relationship too by similarity in name. So it will make more sense if your names are similar, but if it's not, it means you have more things to prove. For instance, the person you're bringing is your mother, you guys should be having the same surname. I don't know if that's 100% valid, but it makes more sense to have that. So if you don't have that, bring more evidence to show that you have a relationship with this person, like why you're bringing this person, how close this person is to you, because you're not going to be bringing a total stranger into the UK to say you're inviting them as a visitor. You understand? I mean, people do it, but I don't know how successful it is. You understand? I don't know how successful it is, but I've heard people do it. So that is that for that. I think I've listed the whole document. Then of course, you need your demographic details, your name, date of birth, address, phone number, email address, things like that. All of them are adjuncts that you add, but these are the documents that you need for visitor visa application to the UK. That's to invite somebody to come and visit you in the UK. Thank you so much for watching. If you feel I've missed anything out, kindly let me know in the comment section. Like this video, please share with your friends, comment anything you've learned, comment anything you want to comment. I want this video to go to as many people as possible that will need it. So the more likes, the more comments, the more it goes out there. Thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. I love you.